Dr. Lanre Olayiwola. I work for Caritas Foundation of Nigeria as a treatment advisor for the SUSTAIN project. Essentially part of SUSTAIN's package of support to all our healthcare treatment, all our care treatment facilities. We always, as a rule, provide this kind of capacity building efforts to those physicians to ensure that they are not only aware of best practices, they are also able to deliver on those best practices. So, in order to make sure that the new national guideline becomes handy and the doctors are familiar with the detail of the training of the guideline, as well as deliver to clients the quality expected and spelled out by the guideline. That's why the training is organized. So expectedly, we believe that courtesy of this training, clinicians can go back to their various facilities and implement the guideline to letter.
Week-long training that is so impactful, so full of so much knowledge being transferred. I will specifically highlight the areas of in terms of the ART medications. With the side effect aspect of the ART, the facilitators have taken time to actually explain some of the side effects of these ARVs and the way forward, and how to do substitution, and how you can actually switch if the need arises, and the need for us to screen our patients that are suspected to having TB, because TB happens to be one of the commonest opportunistic infections. So they've also taken time in detail to talk about the tuberculosis and how we should be able to make in IPT now, there's a medication they call isoniazid, to be able to be available for those people that are not suspect, and those that are suspect, for you to send them for diagnosis through gene expert. So it's been all encompassing, and we've also gone about to talk about the aspect of also the leadership. Why as doctors we must also take our leadership role in our facility and to learn to own the program. So it's been so much. If I start saying all the things that have been done during the course of this training, I don't think we have enough time to discuss it. But by and large, it has been a really eye-opener, and I look forward to such wonderful times again.
We have packaged, the training is comprehensive in essence. We have packaged it in such a way that we have inculcated into the technical aspects, even the soft skills that speaks to personality development and leadership. And because we know that this also impacts on the quality of service that these clinicians deliver. So essentially, this training provides clinicians with the detailed knowledge of antiviral therapies, as it were, management of opportunistic infections that are common in non-PL HIV. It also involves delivery of minimum package of care that patients are expected to receive on site. It also equips the physicians with the capacity to oversight the entire program at their level. It is also expected that clinicians participating in the training will now be informed on best practices that is globally acceptable in terms of HIV care treatment services. So all of these skills are put together, and it's what the training has essentially delivered to participants.
For one specific, and I've learned the use of ART drugs, the rational use of ART drugs, and also in how to manage treatment failure and everything. Also how to the care and support part, and especially the good part was the leadership part. The leadership part was very, very good. Learn how to be a good leader, not a boss. Learn how to help my other team members bring out the best in them. Learn how to take ownership of facility and take responsibility for everything that comes to me.
Objectives are highlighted and spelled out before the training started, and to a large extent this training has achieved this objective. Part of the objective, of course, is to make sure that every participant is now aware of the new direction that the HIV program is going. As earlier stated, the direction globally is 19-90-90, meaning 90% of patients know their HIV status, 90% of HIV positive patients know their status, 90% of those who are aware of their status and are positive are initiated on treatment, and 90% of those on treatment achieve viral suppression. So this goal is what the entire package of the training is pivoted on. It is expected that delivering this package of information to the patient, to the clinicians and the participants, they will be able to deliver on things that will result in the country achievement of the goal. Beyond that, it is also expected that this training address challenges that clinicians, CCFN clinicians, backstopping those sites have identified during the course of their technical assistant visit. Some of these things were highlighted, crystallized, and brought out, and direct interventions requiring to resolve them has been spelled out for them. participants. So it is expected that going forward, all the issues that have been bedeviling managed program implementation at site will be properly resolved. The fact that the overall aim, the people who are doing all of this work are the target beneficiary, the PLHIV, who live with HIV, and not the people that are affected one way or the other by HIV. It is expected that these clinicians with the new capacity and skills acquired will be able to go back to their various health facilities and deliver quality care and treatment services, thereby reducing mortality, the preventing transmissions and ensuring that PLHIV can live a normal life like every other person. It is also expected that beneficiaries and all the facilities where these participants work will be able to access globally acceptable standard of care that is obtainable elsewhere in the world, because that's exactly what has been delivered to them. And overall, Nigeria as a country will benefit because we will be able to be at par with other nations of the world delivering quality HIV care treatment services.
I think for me this training has been impactful. Okay, I've been able to have an in-depth knowledge, on how to care better. When I'm going back, there's really a lot of work to do. I'm going to know how to take care of clients. I've really developed an understanding on the pathogenesis of the virus. Many times there's the knowledge going on the street, oh, this can be cured, oh, this can be cured by this, that. Now scientifically, I have an in-depth understanding really, and I can really tell people, I can put people through really the scientific basis. And then, apart from knowledge about the disease, the mechanism of action of drugs, getting clients compliant, adherent with treatment, so many things really have been, I've really taken home. I'm sure it's really added so much to me to say that in the long run. Okay, and I'm going to eventually be a better person when I get back to my facility and wherever I find myself in the future. It's really been helpful.
Because the national agenda is already, of course, inked and pivoted in the 1990 goal. So essentially, we see that having trained this crop of doctors who are Nigerians, of course, will be working everywhere. We have been able to support the government of the country in building capacities of a pool of clinicians that are available to provide treatment and services qualitatively to beneficiaries. Beyond that, we have also been able to disseminate knowledge that will ensure Nigeria's commitment to the global agenda of 1990 is achieved. And also, we have also been able to create platforms where clinicians across different places have interacted and best practices have been shared that can be replicated elsewhere. And finally, we have also been able to bring to bear the distribution of the national guidelines currently, but all the clinicians that are attending the training, we have information as to what the guidelines says and how to implement them.
Helped me in the sense that concerning the one I enjoyed most, I believed I picked, which was HIV, hepatitis. And I had a better understanding of the medications I have to put patients that have co-infections. And for the TB, I have a better understanding of the regimen. Any patient that has HIV positive, that has TB, the medication to put them on, the one that will benefit the patient. Then my leadership skills, I'm able to put it into practice when I get to the hospital to solve our problems. Maybe the problems that we encounter in managing patients, aside the HIV patients.
Thank you to the organizers of this training. There's actually so much being learned within this period of 1 week. I want to say thank you, and I want to encourage them to keep up the good work they are doing. And that with what they are doing, many lives have been transformed. As we go back to our facilities now, we will reach out back to our patients with the knowledge we have. And through this, Nigeria can become a better place, and hopefully the vision 1990 can become a reality. So I want to say big thank you to them for the opportunity to be trained.
A lot of lessons learned, because in packaging this training, we have been able to do a kind of analysis of what are actually needed by clinicians across the facilities. One thing we realized is that beyond the technical knowledge, we also need the leadership skill. And one of the things we have included in this training is the leadership training module. We have been able to deliver to the client, to the participants, the leadership skills they need to be able to provide oversight for the, each implementation of program at the various facilities. So one lesson we've learned is that as a program, we cannot just limit ourselves to, technical knowledge only. We also need to add to it things that will involve attitudinal changes and soft skills that people need to be able to deliver the knowledge they have acquired. Otherwise, we'll not be able to achieve the overall goal. So, we've been able to learn that here, and I believe that will impact on the program implementation going forward.
The skills I picked specifically for me, my understanding of co-infection, HIV hepatitis, HIV TB was more strengthened. Then we had a leadership training also, which now makes me a better person. I'm a doctor, and at the same time we do double up position in most facilities, because most facilities that you get to, once you're a doctor, you're supposed to be a leader. So with the leadership skills that we had, it's made me a better person, made me to understand my role as a leader in my facility, and then when the kind of decisions I have to take, those that I can influence and those that I can control, gave me a better understanding of that.
And interesting that the excitement and the motivations that we've seen so far has encouraged all of us. It has made us understand that this is not an effort in futility. It's also evident from the performance from their pre and post test and from the questions you receive. So we see as the participants value this so much, and they have demonstrated commitment and dedication so much more that the training sometimes closes late in the night, past 7 to 8, and you still see people excitedly following without demonstrating any more evidence of fatigue. So it shows that they really know the value of what they are getting, and it's appreciated.
Been very fantastic. Of course, many times in medicine we are taught not to use the words always and never. I would say this has been near perfect. The training, the presentations have been wonderful, fantastic. It's been all the sessions have really been very informative, useful. As to what I would want to improve in the future, well, maybe all I'll just add is in the sub-Saharan Africa, even though we're not as developed as the Western countries and all that, there's a tendency to move. We may have in the future quite a lot of litigations and the other things. So, well, we are not hoping it will be now, but maybe in the future we'll look at those legal aspects and all that. But for now, this has been really wonderful. I've learned a lot. Each session has been so useful, to me. We didn't interpret. I didn't come to waste my time. It was worth it eventually. It was worth it.